Do you want to know the number one mistake that nurses make with starting their mobile IV therapy businesses? It's deviating from the order that can make or break your business. Let me break down what I'm talking about and why it is so important. The first thing that you should focus on is going to be legalities. This is so important, and so many infusion nurses do not do this because it costs a lot of money. It can cost a lot of money, and they don't see why it's important or why they can get in trouble. But legalities are so important. IV therapy is not super regulated right now. Some states are becoming more regulated, but it will. So you want to make sure your legalities are in place to make sure you're doing all of your things right within your business. That way it doesn't come back and hurt your business or you potentially lose your license. So that's number one. Number two is going to be focusing on the business startup. This is going to be making sure that you have your infusion business aligned and doing all the business things like, opening an LLC, an EIN, doing all the check marks to make sure that your business is accurately and correctly registered and you have all of your systems kind of forming in place. Number three, this is very important, is learning your vitamin education. Not just what they tell you of, oh, vitamin C does this and this and this, but learning more on how, when I take vitamin C, does this work in my body? What is required whenever, how does it work at the cellular level? The more in depth that you know this, the more you will be able to educate and understand what you're giving and why. And this will play a huge role in your marketing aspect, but also building trust with patients because you know what you're giving, why, and how it works, and you can help relate it into their daily lives. Number four, marketing. Once you have all those other things, marketing is going to be your number one thing. You can have the best infusions in the world, but if you are not marketing appropriately, people don't know about it and you're not going to sell anything. Marketing is so important at this point, y'all. So important. It can make or break you. And number five is going to be systems. So at that point, you need to have systems in place. You need to have systems essentially like standard operating procedures of, okay, for everything you do, how does it look like when you do an infusion? What is the inventory system? How do you check people out? How do you greet people? All of these things are going to help you be able to grow and scale because you're going to have step by step written things down. So when you hire nurses, it's like, this is what you do. Step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. On this is what you do. It's not, I don't know what to do. It's like, oh, I forgot. Let me pull this up and look. And that will really make or break you because, first of all, how you have your business ran. So for example, I want to be known in, our area as very friendly. We're overly, I love patient education. So we're going to be the number one educated mobile IV therapy place in our area, but also they have a thing of like, oh my gosh, they were really nice. They seem like they really cared and enjoyed spending time with me. And we do. And that's what I want to be known as. So your standard operating procedures need to reflect this. That way, when you hire more people, it's not just you're the one that's following your values, it's all of your nurses. Lastly, it's going to be repeat. This is where you continue. You have your whole business is kind of wrapped up into a box and you're like, these are all the things that are working in order. You have all your systems working and this is where you grow and scale. And then you know what works. And this is where when it comes time down the road and you want to sell your business, it's not, I think we're successful. It's like, yes, here is my business all wrapped in a bow. This is what works. I know what works because all of these systems have been working and they're checked off. And this is where you can either sell your business if you want to in the future, or you could even franchise if you wanted to. But these are all the components that you have to have working, and it may take time to get each one of them to where it is working. And that's where it's the learning and the business side of things. But once they are, you are golden. So what is your first step here? First step is to go to my YouTube, NurseTiffy. If you want the direct link, comment YouTube and I will send it to you. That is going to be the best place to learn some of these how to start your mobile IV therapy business for free. The number one thing is going to be taking my course because obviously I elaborate on everything you need to know to start up. But if you are like, I want to learn as much as I can for free, YouTube, NurseTiffy, I break a ton of this down.